Hi, for those who don't know me, my name is Karen. I'm the host of Thriving Talk, and I am making my friend's recipe today. How do you say it?
Muesli.
Muesli. And so this is what I'm going to make today.
M-U-E-S-L-I. Muesli.
Muesli. And where does that originate from? What country?
Sweden, I think.
Sweden? Yeah, it doesn't quite sound Canadian.
No.
Okay. All right. And this
is
something.
Hi. This is something that I have been making for my kids since my oldest was like 2, and which is like decades. I'm just going to say decades. I'm not going to say how many decades. It's been a long time, and it is a real favorite. So Karen is going to make it. I'm going to tell her how to do it. And you're going to be amazed at how quick and easy this is, Karen. And you know what? It's a favorite with my kids and most of my grandkids. Not all. I don't know what's the matter with those kids. And Dan is actually mowing the lawn. So if he starts mowing out the door, I'm just going to tell him to stop. So this is real life here.
So we'll start with this muesli first, and then Cindy's going to make a delicious smoothie. All right, so what do I do first, Cindy? I have some quick oats here. I have some Thrive freeze-dried blueberries. I have crystallized applesauce and freeze-dried raspberries, Greek yogurt, some stevia to sweeten that up, and some chia seeds and almond milk. I think I have everything that was on the list.
You do. Okay, so get your bowl and put in 1 cup of quick oats.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring the camera down a little bit.
Okay. So when I used to do this way back in the day, I used rolled oats. If you're doing it the night before, then you can use rolled oats. But usually I don't think about it the night before. So quick oats is very convenient, and it's ready in 5 minutes. So wait a minute. So you're doing, you've got half a cup measuring cup.
Half a cup.
All right, so we'll do that, and put in but half a cup of each one of your fruits. I like to use the berries because the berries refresh so quickly. I also like to use that's perfect, looks beautiful. I like to use the apricots because they're small, they refresh. If I need it to be a little bit sweeter, if I've got something tart in there, then I will use the pears, the freeze-dried pears, nice and sweet. And there you go. So that's raspberries. I know, right? Like just pure, colorful goodness.
Okay, now I need applesauce.
Applesauce, half a cup of applesauce.
Oh, it's kind of hard.
Yep, it does. It's actually so nice and sweet that it does settle.
So this is different. If you don't have applesauce, like dried, this is just dried, right? Or is it freeze-dried?
No, it's just dried.
So dried applesauce, can you use the same amount of fresh applesauce?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and then you would just adjust your liquid. And you know what, if you have fresh raspberries, it used to be in this summer when I did this when my kids were little, in the summer, I was using fresh everything, and just have an apple, I would grate the apple up, peel and all, and then fresh berries, whatever I happen to have on hand, fresh peaches, fresh whatever. And then in the winter time, I would use canned fruit, just home bottled fruit that I did. And now that I'm into freeze dried, like it is just so super convenient that I use a lot of freeze dried because I've always got it on hand. If I happen to have anything fresh that I might want to substitute this or that for, it's so easy, so flexible. You can choose whatever fruits you want. Okay, so you've got raspberries and blueberries and applesauce in there. Mm-hmm. And that's all you've got for fruits there, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good enough. Put in you're using almond milk?
Yes.
Okay, so just put in some almond milk, and I don't know how much, just maybe put in a cup and then give it a stir, and then maybe just add a little bit more. Just give it a stir. It's going to take probably 2 or 3 minutes to absorb. Really, it's so quick. Those quick oats absorb very, very quickly.
And I suppose if you put too much milk in, you can just add some more oats or
Sure, or you know
berries.
what, you just end up with a little bit of liquid on the bottom of your bowl. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not going to need that stevia with the fruits that you've got. You've got nice, sweet tasting fruit. Okay, so that's it. And then what I would
Good
do,
consistency, is that what it's supposed to look like?
it looks a little bit liquidy. I don't know. I can't really tell. It looks pretty good. Is it absorbing pretty good? Yep. I think it'll absorb more in another minute or two.
Okay.
So put that in a bowl. So put a little bit in a bowl to serve.
Okay. And so how many would this serve?
Probably 3. Depends if you're putting in more fruit. Okay, that's good enough. Now put a scoop of yogurt on top. And then if I had some toasted nuts, I would put that on top. You've got some chia seeds, you said. The chia seeds are actually going to help to absorb that moisture, isn't it?
Yes, they
Sure.
gelatinize and
I very often have my nephews here when I make breakfast, and they are allergic to milk, so I don't use any yogurt for when they're here, but for the rest of us, I do. Okay, that's it. And toasted nuts on top.
how does that look?
Beautiful. And really, how long did that take? Like 2 minutes?
Yeah, that was really quick. Okay, but here's the test.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just
Now,
mix
I'm
in the
gonna
yogurt because it's plain, plain Greek yogurt, and I do want it a little sweet.
Yeah, and your stevia might come in handy for that. And I actually use apple juice. Maybe that's why I don't use any sweetener, because I use apple juice and that is sweet enough.
It's not super sweet. It's depends how sweet you like it. My kids would probably want some sweetener in that, but depends on where you are with your sweetness levels, right? Like this is really nice.
Excellent. And you know what? You're so flexible with everything else that I guess you could be flexible with that too.
So,
and if you did use apple juice, then you wouldn't need any sweetener for sure.
Right. So how long is this good for?
You know what? I used to make some on Sunday night for my boys, my young adult boys that were living here, my son and my nephew. And I would just make some on Sunday night, and they would eat it for breakfast Monday morning, eat it when they got home from work on Monday afternoon, eat it for breakfast on Tuesday morning, and then it was gone. And really, it would last days in the fridge, but it never does because we eat it.
Okay.
So
sounds good. So it's never too soggy. It's always good.
Yep.
Great.
Excellent. I'm sure you could leave it in the fridge too long. Like everybody can leave things in the fridge too long, but really a couple of days you've got, but generally speaking, we just eat it. We just make it up and we just eat it.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for teaching me this recipe.
You're welcome. We'll have fun doing it again and again with different fruits.
I will.
And you know what? You might want to put in some pears next time, because they are sweeter, and you don't have that apple juice that I use. So put in some pears. That'll be a nice natural sweetness. And you've got stevia. Stevia is natural anyway. Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Cindy is going to make the sweet cherry craisin or cranberry breakfast smoothie. So first we're going to need some ice.
Okay. So
just a cup to a cup and a half, depending on what you like. Because we're using a lot of freeze-dried items, you're going to need a little bit more liquid and something to make it cold. So it is nice to have some ice.
Right. I use ice for everything. Okay. How much water am I starting with?
So half a cup of cold water.
Half a cup. Okay.
And then we're going to put in 1 cup of spinach or kale. Okay. Do you want to show us your blender a little bit so we can see all those beautiful things going in there?
All right.
Okay, so a
So
cup of spinach,
a whole cup.
a whole cup.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Half and one. It seems like a lot, but I'm going to trust you.
Okay, I like to make very thick green, nutrient dense smoothies. So yeah.
Okay. Well, this is going to be thick and green, that's for sure. Okay, I didn't even show you how beautiful that was.
It'll
Can you see
actually
that?
turn out purple. It'll turn out
I
purple.
just dumped all the water out. I'll be adding more water.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna need a half a cup of blueberries.
Okay. And since I dumped water in my measuring cup, I will be, you know what? I'm just emptying a can, so I'm just gonna put in that much, which I think is half a cup.
Close enough. And then we need a quarter cup of cherries.
All right, cherries. I actually have fresh cherries from my garden last year that are frozen. Hang on. So you said a quarter of a cup?
Yeah, quarter cup.
That's not very much. Okay, these are sour cherries. And I'm putting in a little bit more. Look at that. Aren't those beautiful? Oops.
Oh yes,
Those
very nice.
off my tree
So
last year.
if those are sour ones, it might be a little more tart.
Okay.
We'll see how yours turns out. And then we're gonna need a quarter cup of cranberries or craisins.
Okay. I am using freeze-dried cranberries.
Okay, now those are
Not as sweet
unsweetened.
as, well, these ones actually are sweet. These ones, well, they're slightly sweetened. Okay, got those in there.
Okay, now we need half a cup of banana.
Okay, so I am going to use freeze-dried bananas because I don't have bananas. Half a cup, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Is that half a cup?
Maybe a little more. It's pretty close. You could put more in if you wanted. Okay, and then you
half
need
a cup.
a tablespoon of yogurt. I use Greek yogurt, but you can use whatever type you like.
Okay. I have plain Greek yogurt. Oh. How much did you say, a tablespoon?
Yeah, 1 tablespoon.
That was a very heaping tablespoon.
Yeah, it was. Okay, that's okay. I don't think you can go wrong with extra Greek yogurt. And then we're gonna put in half a teaspoon of chia seeds.
Okay.
Chia seeds is one of those superfoods. Great thing to add into your smoothies.
Half a teaspoon. Okay, I think that's half a teaspoon.
Great. So let's take a good look at what you have in your blender. Those colors look beautiful. I love that with the spinach, when it gets wet, like the color is just so beautiful. And those cranberries, I just love that color.
Very beautiful. I can see why this is going to be purple. Okay, since I already dumped some water out, I have to put some more water in.
All right. And I like mine pretty thick. So yeah, you might need to add a little bit more liquid to get to the consistency that you like.
Okay.
All
right. Ready for the ice?
Yeah, let's blend it up.
Okay, I think that's good. Mine's more gray than purple. Ready?
Yeah, let's try it, see how you like it.
Okay. Well, I think that you're right. I'm probably going to need some more sweetener in this because I have a lot of things that made it sour, not a whole lot of things that made it sweet.
It's a nice thick smoothie.
It is nice and thick. I did have to add some more water, but let me see. Oh, nice.
Is it really tart with your cherries or?
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to put any more sweetener in that at all. That's nice.
I don't have cherries a lot, but when I have it like this, it is so refreshing to taste the cherry, that little hint of cherry, little bit of cranberry. Yeah.
Mm,
Of course, mixed with the blueberries, and the banana gives it kind of a nice base and substance to it.
right, thickens it up.
Yeah.
That is really nice. And I can taste the cherries.
Now, what about all that spinach? Can you taste that?
I know it's there, but it's very, very mild.
Yeah.
It's the cherry slash cranberry that I'm, and also the banana that I'm tasting. The
And really,
spinach.
there wasn't a lot of, it was only a quarter cup of cherries and a quarter cup of cranberries. It wasn't a whole lot. And it did bring out the flavor really nicely without it being overbearing.
It did. And you know what it really, really did is it gave you free spinach. Like spinach, that's a lot of spinach that I can't really even taste. Nice and cold with that ice, nice and thick. And that's wonderful. So that's like what, 5 fruits and vegetables in this, 5 servings. I don't even, yeah, that's amazing. This is like nutrition in a glass.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I just love smoothies. This food is so perfect for smoothies. I love it.
It really is. And you know what? You could have used fresh, you could have used frozen, you could have used freeze dried, you could have used a combination of all the above, which is exactly what we did. So that's nice. And you know what? I used lemon water too. So I used lemon water and I had quite a bit of plain yogurt in there and I had sour cherries and it still didn't need any sweetener.
Awesome.
That was very nice. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for teaching me how to make this muesli, and I'm glad you enjoyed that smoothie.
Definitely. I'll be making this one again.
All right.
You have a great day, Karen.
Thanks, you too, Cindy. Bye.
Bye.